The South Yorkshire crowd in fantastic form. They've been singing and singing and singing the name of Jamie McDonnell as he prepares to defend his European bantamweight title. It's the first Saturday fight night of 2011. Great atmosphere. Our MC is Gary Logan.
Good evening, fight fans, and a warm welcome to fight fans and viewers at home. Join us live and exclusive on Sky Sports HD Saturday Fight Night. You now join us for our main event. Please welcome firstly to the ring, Stefan Jamoy.
The talented and ambitious youngster from Liège in Belgium. He seemed so relaxed and confident this week. Certainly not afraid to travel France, Mexico, last time out an emphatic performance in Madrid. 20 professional appearances in just over 3 years, 5 in 2010. He's been active, he's virtually unbeaten, and he could be a very good challenger, Jim.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think tremendous confidence in his camp. They feel he's ready. He's only young, he's only a kid, but they've already taken him abroad and winning fights, and he scored a late stoppage in his last fight, which shows he carries his power into the later rounds. This is a dangerous defence for Jamie McDonnell.
And leaving his dressing room, about to enter the most important battle probably so far, Jamie McDonnell.
And now please welcome Jamie McDonnell.
A rapturous reception. He is popular in these parts. The fans love him. He slipped under the boxing radar, but can Jamie McDonnell have a successful 2011 and build on what he did last year? Arguably he had the finest set of results of virtually any domestic fighter. Back-to-back losses originally, while they were left behind him as he won British, Commonwealth and then European out in Le Canet in France. A wonderful result against Jerome Arnaud. It solidified his claims as a classy boxer, a genuine act. He's good to watch. It's a lovely story if, Jim, he can continue the momentum.
Well, he does seem to be on a roll. He's the best form of his life, but obviously becoming a real attraction. He's an all-action style, but he's gritty as well. He's not a massive puncher, but he's gritty. So if this fight goes to the wire, I don't think he'll be found wanting.
It's a fascinating set of the tape to kick off our year. 3 years younger, that's a big thing of Jamoy. He's 5'6", many thought he was a bit smaller, but we measured him only 2 inches different, but that advantage to McDonnell, who was 8'6" at the second attempt, having been 6 ounces over, maybe tight at the weight McDonnell, but the bigger guy. He's more experienced in some ways, but the power and the travel of Jamoy makes him a real contender. The odds have got 11-4 on Jamie McDonnell. Have come in for Jamoy. Was 3-1 against. He's now 2-1 against. Reminder, it's European rules and a new addition to our ringside team this year. Boxing historian Bob Mee will explain them.
Yeah, the European Boxing Union rules are pretty much international standard now. No 3 knockdown rule. That means that if the boxer's floored 3 times, he doesn't have to be stopped. Mandatory 8 count. If he goes down, he has to have 8. No standing 8. He's got to be knocked down before a count can apply. The 4-round cut rule means if an intentional cut happens before 4 rounds, it's a technical draw. After that, we go to the scorecards.
That's the European rules. Thank you, Bob. And let's rejoin MC Gary Logan.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please be upstanding and show great respect for the national anthem of both countries. Firstly, the Belgian national anthem. And now to sing the British national anthem from Yorkshire, Jessica Hobson.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Whoa, 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 whoa. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
The officials appointed for this contest by the European Boxing Union in association with the British Boxing Board of Control. Your European supervisor is Jean-Marcel Nance of Germany. Your steward in charge is Mr. Jeff Bolter. Your medical supervisor is Carl Hudson. The judges at ringside are Christophe Fernandez of France, Jürgen Landos of Germany, and Asa Letosari of Finland. And when the action begins, your referee will be from France, Robin Dalpierre. This contest is presented by Frank Maloney in association with Dennis Hobson, in conjunction with proud sponsors Southwark Metals, Red Square Vodka, BBE Britannia Boxing, CYC and Text Boxing. And now Doncaster Dome, this is your main event, live and exclusive on Sky Sports HD. This is 12 3-minute rounds of boxing for the European Bantamweight Championship. Introducing to you firstly in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with red and yellow trim. He comes from Liège in Belgium and weighs in at 8 stone, 4 pounds and 12 ounces. He brings an impressive 19-win career, 9 KOs, 1 single defeat. Please welcome Stéphane Jamoy. We go across the ring to his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the silver trim shorts. He fights out of Doncaster and weighs in on the championship limit of 8 stone, 6 pounds. He enters the ring with 15 wins. 7 of those wins come by way of knockout against only 2 defeats and a single draw. Tonight, making his second defense of his title, allow me to introduce to you your reigning European Bantamweight champion, Jamie McDonnell. This is 12 3-minute rounds of boxing. Boxers, please.
Je respecte the rule and the referee. Je respecte l'arbitre et le règlement. OK? Make a good fight. Faites un bon combat.
Robin Dalpierre, experienced referee for the second defence of the European 8 stone 6 belt for Yorkshire's Jamie McDonnell. He's won his last 7. He's in the form of his life, but a crunch test here against a younger man with a better record. How good is Stéphane Jamoy? We're about to find out, Jim.
Yeah, well, I've been impressed with his demeanour since he arrived here. He really looks confident about the job, really looks to fancy the job, but stepping in with the right hand. He's trying his arm quickly, so wants to make an early impression, boxing away from home.
He's got some speed, likes to put his combinations together and move forward. Jamoy, not afraid to take the fight right to his opponent. McDonnell's got a good jab. If he can get set, get on the front foot. But Jamoy is fast out of the blocks here.
See, there are advantages boxing at home, but it can tighten fighters up a little bit in the early stages, just trying too hard, feeling the pressure. But Jamoy certainly very relaxed. It started quickly and impressively.
Good body shots from the little Belgian man in his country's colours.
Finding the jab.
again, and that's McDonald's weapon. He'll need to assert that fairly quickly, you'd feel. But a good right hand from Jamoy. And just upright there, defensively open McDonald.
His reflexes don't seem as sharp as I've seen them in the past. McDonald, again, maybe that's just the strain, the tension, but you can't go into a 12th round of thinking about boxing yourself into it, especially when the other fellow starts at this pace.
And maybe those 2 attempts on the scales as well, even though he's just 24, as he's struggling at that 8 stone 6 limit. Might be physically bigger on the night here, but the quick start from the challenger from Liège in Belgium.
Some nice little feints and threats from Jamoy. He's only 21, but I think he's picked up this business pretty well. First impressions.
He was a good amateur, Jim, on 56 of 60 as well. Only 1 loss on the professional record, and that debatable, a controversial one out in Mexico.
Well, he's been pretty adventurous in the opening round, Jamoy, letting right hands go, trying to double the left hook a couple of times. So that confident look, maybe there's a good reason for it.
He's finding the target. Looks slower to the punch, Jamie McDonald. Trying to dig them in, and a good right hand, that's better. Little toe-to-toe at the end of the first round, which is a good one, but it's one that Jamoy takes. The very busy and noisy corner there of Jamie McDonald. Got a very tight-knit team around him. Might need all the help he can get tonight.
Well, Jamoy found rhythm pretty quickly. He found the centre of the ring pretty quickly. And McDonald caught with a cracking right hand towards the end of the round, but Jamoy came firing back with one equally as good. So this going to be as tough as we thought, I believe.
The silver and pink of Jamie McDonald, who's in fight number 19. It's 115, 2 defeats and a draw. Both defeats tight against Chris Edwards and Lee Haskins, but he's bang in form. But this Stéphane Jamoy is too, and it's a confident, quick start. He's desperate to get his hands on this European belt. Just needs to settle, doesn't he, McDonald, as a right hand gets through that loose guard.
He's getting caught with his head high too often, McDonald. He's leaning back, he wants to look at the punches coming his way when his chin should be a little bit lower.
Good amateur himself, and a nice left hand. McDonald has some power, and it's been developing. They've worked on that side of his game, and Jamoy just looks disorganized, but he catches him with a counter. What drama here in the second round, and McDonald now has to cover up, and he's hurt, and Jamoy is not letting off him, and he almost goes down. He's holding on here, and there's so much time in the round.
He is badly hurt. That one shook him to his boots. Jamoy complaining about the holding, but he has to do that to survive. Grab hold, just do whatever's necessary, but don't engage.
Another right hand from Jamoy, who looked down at his family at ringside to say, how about this? But back comes McDonald. A rip-roaring start to this European title fight, and our new year.
I'm looking to see if the strength is back in McDonald's legs. I don't think it is. So there won't be any purchase of these punches. That's a little bit better.
The crowd tried to rally and get behind Jamie McDonald, but he's finding him easy to hit. Jamoy, these clusters and the speed. He shipped a couple himself though, Jamoy. What a round.
Yeah, but what a good little pro he is proving to be. Inflicted a lot of damage in this round. Okay, McDonald has seemed to have ridden the storm a bit, come firing back, but he had to ship some painful punches there.
Digging in, trying to get the jab going again, and a right hand catches Jamoy. Well, this warming up ever so nicely.
Just wonder how much Jamoy has used up there, because he gave it everything. And sensibly, Jamie McDonald tucked up, weathered the storm.
Utilising the ring there, just trying to get some spring back in the step. McDonald and an uppercut too. Battle of the jabs. What a round of boxing. Wonderful.
Caught you with the left hook. Keep your fucking right hand outside of your chin.
Excuse the language. Dave Hully there. Steffi Bull just outside the ring. Jamie McDonald says they're his best friends in boxing.
Yeah, this was the panic. Had everyone on their feet in the arena here. But the important thing is, Jamie took his bumps here and managed to come back in the round and hold his own. But these were worrying times. Jamoy really growing in confidence. Now he knows he has the power to hurt Jamie. That was a cracking right hand punch, bang on the chin. But sensibly McDonald straight onto the defensive mode, covered up, didn't allow Jamoy to land another clean shot. They threw the round, but how much damage to his confidence.
And have a look at the odds. Now Jamoy is a 6-4 on favourite. That late money on him, maybe they knew something. We've had our spies looking at Jamoy all week. One of those, Spencer Oliver. He's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, he certainly is, isn't there? There was an air of confidence as he walked into the arena. We sensed that he could be something a little bit special, and he certainly started that way, took the centre of the ring, and he's been beating McDonald to the punch. That's been the difference here. Landed some good shots, and he's also taken some good shots as well.
Good body shot there from McDonald. Does he want to trade, though, against Jamoy?
Well, he's going to have to hit hard enough to stop him in his tracks. Jamoy likes to come forward. There's the right hand again from Jamoy. McDonald looking a little bit better here, but can he sustain it?
It's a red-hot pace already. Sweat pouring from both fighters. A cold night in South Yorkshire, but there is plenty of heat inside that ring. And most of it's coming from the fast fists of Stefan Jamoy.
This is a good response from McDonald. I mean, he can't go on the move. He has to find a way to stand his ground and meet this fellow head on, try to drive him back. Jamoy putting a lot into these punches, so you wonder, can he do this for 12 rounds?
Sinks a good left hook into the body there, Jamie McDonald. Could this be a real coming-of-age night? If he can just contain the speed and out-tough, maybe even outlast this Stefan Jamoy. This the round where he made his first successful defence in this ring against Rodrigo Bracco, but that was one-sided. This anything but.
And Jamoy still claiming the centre of the ring, still driving McDonald back. Just a little bit busier at this point in the round.
Body shot though, Jim. A couple there just seemed to dip the legs of Jamoy. Now the Yorkshireman saying, have a bit back.
Yeah, good response from McDonald. This is what he has to do. Nice left hook. Jamoy just becoming a little bit ragged at the moment. Going for broke, but they're losing his composure a little bit. Good stuff again from McDonald.
A fight back from McDonald, has to take a couple there, but these body shots just beginning to have a little bit of a detrimental effect on Jamoy. Certainly a pointer to him.
I think it's one of these fights you have to look and think who is the most comfortable looking at the moment, and I think that's Jamoy. I think McDonald is doing enough to nick this round. This is really a close round. I think at the moment he's doing enough just to nick it. But who looks more comfortable with this kind of fight? I think it's Jamoy.
I'm not sure, Jim. I think McDonald might be. Close round. Welcome back now. These little guys often get looked over in boxing, but they can put on some fights. And after 3 rounds, this one, well, it's really good, isn't it?
That was a tremendous round. That's the kind of round that can turn the fight one way or the other. Tremendous body shots from McDonald. Great little battle here.
Just bangs his fists together there, Jamie McDonald, but Stefan Jamoy goes straight back into the middle of the ring. it was interesting. You sort of felt that Jamoy maybe had more of a control in that last one and looked more comfortable. McDonnell does as well.
No, I just thought he was happier with this style of fight than McDonnell. I think McDonnell would like to use a bit more boxing, get a bit of distance between the two, whereas Jamoy is happy to be up close in this kind of exchange.
Robin Dolpierre, the referee, just watches as the leather flies around, just shoves Jamoy back there, again a little ticking off, and the Belgium corner not happy about that. It's this pocket of Belgian fans just to your left, Jim, who are on their feet, willing their man on every step of the way in this difficult atmosphere for a visitor.
Jamoy's work is maybe a little bit more forced than it was in the first couple of rounds. I just wonder how much steam every punch he's putting, every ounce he has into every punch. Good jab from him.
Both are answering each other. Wielding in the hooks and a right hand again. McDonnell's left. Low. And the jab just getting through McDonnell. And that's not going to please his corner. Whipping these punches in, Jamoy looking like he won't be denied. McDonnell, what a hard night's work ahead.
Yeah, it really is a little buzzsaw, and this is what I mean when I say this is the kind of fight that he has planned. He wants to keep close, he wants to exchange punches. He feels he can do it for the 12 rounds. Good jab again from Jamoy.
Can he though? Will it come down to a grueling war and stamina questions and heart as well? Jamie McDonnell, he's taken it seriously, the sport, in the last year or two. For the first time, he admits, in many years. Bit of a partier, bit of a playboy. He's knuckled down.
Just pushing the gloves out there. McDonnell needs to put a little bit more snap into those punches.
Scrapping with the lefts there. Cuff at the inside of the glove. A body shot back from McDonnell. That's good tactics under the right elbow of Jamoy. Try and slow him down. Won't be slowed at the moment. There is the corner of Stéphane Jamoy, who's come over with his wife Charlene and his 5-month-old daughter Maëlys. He was even dealing with a nappy just minutes before the weigh-in. How relaxed is that, Jim Watt?
Well, but we said that he and his camp look very confident all the way through, and we can now see why. Terrific little performer he is.
And he comfortably made the weight. Jamie McDonnell didn't. Will that have an effect as we move closer towards the second half of this European Bantamweight Championship fight? The noise is great here in the Doncaster Dome. The atmosphere electric, the action very tasty.
Good work at the start of the round from McDonnell. I think he has to try to meet Jamoy. Pushing him back may not be easy, but you don't want to be driven back yourself. You want to meet him head on with good solid punches. That's it.
And we've said Jamoy's travelled as an amateur. He went to Spain, Poland, Romania, Italy, France, but McDonnell has as well, down to London, where he won those titles against Ian Napper, and out to south of France, underdog that night against Jerome Arnaud, and he came through. Hard man too, McDonnell.
Just feel he has to get his punches off a little bit quicker. He's still countering too often, allowing Jamoy to get the punches off first. I'd like to see him step in with a jab. Just don't allow Jamoy to take the initiative quite so often. That's exactly what you want. Step in with the shots, get them off a little bit earlier.
Body shots from McDonnell, and just trying to back up Jamoy for the first time. He's got hold of the centre of the ring. Can he push his challenger back? Because that might be a real moment of transition in this fight.
I don't know if he's strong enough to drive him back, but he has to meet him head on. can't allow this forward drive of Jamoy.
Uppercut from Jamoy, and there's the right again, but McDonnell shows the good chin. And every punch he throws is being roared by his passionate Doncaster fans.
You know, the way they're exchanging punches, I just think sheer physical strength could decide the outcome here. Who could just hang in that little bit longer? McDonnell looking much better in this round. A little bit of shoulder, fair comment.
Yeah, Dennis Hobson angry in the corner. You know, is Jamoy an on-top fighter? We don't know what he's like in the late rounds when the body shots are flying in, if McDonnell can keep them coming in. But it's been a very impressive start from Stefan Jamoy, no doubt about that. These right hands and the work rate. Bit of blood to the right side of the head for Jamoy.
Just losing his grip a little bit towards the end of this round. A lot of good work in this round from McDonnell, so just wants to dig in. The round's almost over. Just grit the teeth, keep firing the punches. In close rounds, it can be decided in the last 20 seconds or so.
Losing his footing too there, Stefan Jamoy. Johnny Nelson up in the studio. Is Jamie McDonnell showing the Yorkshire grit that you boys are known for?
Adam, what a great start to the year. This is a battle of wills right now with both these fighters. They both want it as much. The best thing for McDonnell was he got clipped earlier on, so he knew what to expect. Got hurt, step back now, he's got to make the distance, make the reach. Don't let Jamoy get in close, and that's what he's trying to do. Pressure him, take the pace away from him. This is a perfectly matched fight for both of them. We can see the best out of them.
Who's going to win it, Johnny?
You know what, it's so hard to call right now. I thought McDonnell started to come back, started to bring it back, but Jamoy, you don't know what he's got left under the tank. Both boys are very, very fit. Both won it. Jamoy's got the pressure, and McDonnell's got the reach.
There's no doubt who these two want to win it. Mum Dawn, Dad Kevin there, and they are Team Jamie McDonnell. Very close-knit family. His twin brother Gavin meant to be on the bill tonight, and they do everything together, as we found on Ed Robinson's very interesting insight on our feature on Ringside show this week. A long way to go in this European Bantamweight Championship. The silver and pink of Jamie McDonnell, and the black, yellow and red, the Belgian colours of the proud Stefan Jamoy.
Jamoy trying to use skills a little bit more here, not just charging forward, little feints, steps in, back out. Trying to use a little bit more technique. Again, Jamoy looking to the referee. He's done that several times. He's looked out the corner. Nice when you see the other guy complaining.
And that was after he was caught by a body shot. His corner saying, come in, put the pressure on. Forward, forward. Still McDonnell can't really back him off, keep the fiery Belgium off him entirely, but he's staying with him, staying strong, Jamie McDonnell. This is such an important night in the whole shape of his career.
And he's showing tremendous spirit, Jamoy. Just keeps pressing forward. Having to force a little bit now, obviously both feeling the pace. Jamoy at the moment digging in that little bit more. Good left hook.
It's a massive chance for Jamoy, who many people in Belgium believe is one of their great fighters. They don't produce a lot. The country on the border of Germany, where he's from, just by Liège. But they really fancy their chances that he's going to go on and become a world champion. Good body shot again from Jamie McDonnell. Just after the quarter break, he caught him.
I think they're calling the shot low.
Let's bring in Bob Mee. Bob, tell us about that.
Yeah, it looked a perfectly good body shot from where we were sitting, but referee Robin Delpierre called it low.
He called it low, the referee. But as Bob said, it looked pretty good to us. right hand from McDonnell. Well, that just upset him a little, Jim.
Yeah, well, he showed out to the referee a couple of times, but there was nothing wrong with that body shot. The referee didn't get the best view of it, but I think he called it low because of the reaction from Jamoy, but it wasn't low. Lovely body shot. A lot in this round.
Well, this is so wonderfully poised at the halfway stage. Let's have a look back at this. Low.
The shot looked behind the elbow to me. Nothing low about that. I think the reaction of Jamoy conned the referee a little bit.
This is how you've got it.
I've got Jamoy 1 point up. Terrific start he had, remember.
Spencer Oliver, how are you seeing things?
Yeah, I've got it going all level after 6 rounds there. McDonnell, for me, just stealing that last round, and I think it's all in the balance going into the second half of this contest.
In comes Jamoy with the right hand. McDonnell puts his clusters together. There's accuracy from the Yorkshireman. And he just shakes his right hand there. Jamoy as if to steady himself again. Is it getting a little hot after his hot start?
But Jamoy, okay, McDonnell did push him back, but Jamoy is too quick now to complain to the referee. I felt his work's been a little bit forced the last couple of rounds. I wonder, has he just used up too much steam? Still showing plenty of spirit, still trying to come forward. But the smoothness is gone. Good time now if Jamie McDonnell can step on the gas.
Good combinations from Jamie McDonnell. There's a drive here. Maybe there's a feeling inside that ring that he's taken what Jamoy's had to offer, including a little wobbly moment earlier in the fight. But he's now beginning to believe that he's got the physical strength to get the job done, and these body shots are indeed just making Jamoy feel and think. Not slow, but they are triggering home.
Well, the longer this fight goes, obviously the pace is going to slow, and McDonnell will find a little bit more time to get the punches off, and I think that's happening in this round. He's just getting a little bit more time to get those shots off, and he can get the leverage into the punches now. He was really being pressurised earlier on, not producing quality work. There's an increase in his quality now just because he's getting that little split second longer.
Jamoy caught him with the right hand about 30 seconds ago, but he's only got 9 knockouts on the slate. Not a big puncher. McDonnell has 7, but he's naturally the stronger man at 5'8" with a 2-inch reach advantage as well, and these body shots rattling home. One to the chin too. This is a really good round for Jamie McDonnell.
This is the easiest to hit that I've seen Stephen Jamoy all night long. I think he's struggling now. The tank is maybe emptying a little bit. We'll see if the second wind is going to arrive. But he's really having to dig in here to stay with McDonnell in this round. McDonnell's best round of the fight so far. Throwing hurtful punches now.
Body shots from Jamoy, just takes a big gulp of air, a breath. You can see the gun shield there. Is it getting harder for the challenger?
We talk about fighting at home. In the later stages of this kind of fight, it's a big plus.
Body language negative as Jamoy went back. Let's creep into the McDonnell corner and have a listen.
You can keep him on that jab all night long. That would easy.
Jab, mix it up to the body. Jab. Get your feet moving.
Come on,
no
Sam,
need
let's
to go like that.
go.
Don't leave it head up in air.
Come on, we're not ready to go fucking
You don't like that jab.
Excuse the language.
Champ. Just long that would easy round, wouldn't it?
Get that, man.
Round.
8 now.
Well, there's 3 of them talking to him in there. Excited, or would you like a little bit more calm?
No, I'm glad with this too, because I think Jamie responds to being fired up. Kids are all different, how you treat them in the corner. He's fired up now, he's taking the initiative, and I think his corner want to keep that attitude there. Excellent round from Jamie McDonnell there, and an important stage in the contest.
Round 8.
Spencer Oliver, it's A wonderful fight, but is it advantage McDonnell now?
Well, it certainly is an intriguing fight, isn't it? It all started off with Jamoya really dominating for me in the first couple of rounds, but McDonnell now looking the stronger of the two, looks to be starting to ooze a little bit of confidence, and Jamoya for the first time took a big gulp of air in that 7th round, and for me, McDonnell just starting to turn this around.
5 to go. European title, the prestigious belt that you saw earlier. Spencer Holding on the line, and tit for tat at the start of this.
Yeah, well, we're speaking about the second win from Jamoy. He's trying to find that now. But good quality punches now from McDonnell. He's going to actually lose a point if he's not careful. But he's been one for pushing a couple of times. And that was the kind of pushing with the forehead, if you like. So the last thing you want in this kind of fight is a point deduction.
Tries to work the body, Jamoy, but good defence there, tucking the elbows in from McDonnell. He has been caught around the facial area, Jamie McDonnell, but tucking up nicely.
Jabs working well, putting punches together nicely to McDonnell. To take a body shot back.
Just not quite as much fire now from Jamoy. And a right hand just steadies him. Back he comes with one, though.
Yeah, McDonnell spending a bit more time on the front foot now, and I think that's very important here. Lovely left hand. Right hand, sorry. Right cross.
Yeah, good shot. Jamoy trying to back him up onto those ropes again. This is the third choice opponent. Was going to be Malik Bouziane, then Ivan Pozo. Well done, matchmakers, for getting Stefan Jamoy over. What a test this is for the European champion from Doncaster.
If you look at the space McDonnell's finding now, he's not under anything like the same pressure. Lovely right hand.
Right hand on a body shot, and again. Still Jamoy stands firm. This is where you get the good action with the little men, Jim, because they're not concussive punches.
Yeah, and we said that if this goes to the wire and grit is required, that Jamie McDonnell wouldn't be found wanting, and that's how it's turning out. He's turning this fight in his favour just with sheer grit.
All that hard running in the mornings, Jamie McDonnell, but a right hand from Jamoy. He's not finished yet, and we don't know how the three judges are scoring things. Exhausting, this fight draining, and many rounds to go, and we're really looking forward to a fabulous worldwide affair for you in the early hours of January the 30th from 2 o'clock. HD2 Sky Sports to Devon Alexander and Timothy Bradley. It's a unification of the world light welterweight crowns, and the winner likely to face Amir Khan sometime in 2011. Mouth-watering, Jim.
Tremendous clash, and tremendous what we can look forward to. But look at the space now McDonnell is finding. No way could he find that space in the first third of this fight. Not under the same kind of pressure. Now he's having time to produce good work. For the first time, I have McDonnell ahead. 1 point up, and hopefully the fight has turned in his favour and he can keep it that way.
You've got McDonnell 1 up, Spencer Oliver.
Yeah, I've got McDonnell 2 up now. I've got him just pulling away in the last couple of rounds.
Bob Mee, you've been at ringside many years now. What are the judges looking for, and how have you got it?
Hopefully the judges are looking for the same things we are. You know, the cleaner punches, the better attacking, and I think McDonnell's strength is bringing it through in the last 2 or 3 rounds. I've got him 2 up now.
2 up from Bob Mee, and Jamie McDonnell's fans now are getting to their feet, and they sense the shift in this fight. The fast first few rounds from Stefan Jamoy, but here comes Jamie McDonnell in the 9th, and it's inside the first minute of it as well.
Well, McDonnell actually shook him up with those punches. Again, he's been warned about pushing with his hands and with his head. He's going to have to be careful of that. Do not want points deducted here.
Still not contained, still trying to press forward, Chamoy, but nowhere near as smooth as he once was. He must be feeling the pace because of those body shots and the physical strength of McDonnell.
See, he's going to have to be very, very careful here. That's several warnings. I mean, sometimes it's a little sign of tiredness pushing towards the opponent. You're looking for safety, you're trying to nullify his work. But he doesn't want to be doing that. Too many warnings already.
Yep, doesn't want to be losing points, Jamie McDonnell. Just letting Chamoy back in. The second minute of this 9th round. Clean action most of the way. And Chamoy now with a body shot, and McDonnell just a slight nod of appreciation as if to say, yeah, that was decent.
Still landing the punches at long range, McDonnell. That's better. I was just going to say not the same quality in them, but that was much better. Chamoy's defences are loosening a little bit more because he's having to chase things. He's having really to take some chances.
Chamoy is just taking 1 or 2 risks, and McDonnell getting that jab going, looking more organised and technically sound at the moment, Jamie McDonnell. But still, Chamoy squeaking through the odd punch.
Nice uppercut again for McDonnell.
Right hand from McDonnell. Good little operators, Glenn McCrory, aren't they?
Very good operators. And Jamie McDonnell really impressing me. I think he's doing a superb performance, coming on stronger as he goes on, and I've got him 3 points ahead and looking very, very good. You know, he's got a maturity and a strength about him. He saw through the early couple of rounds where Chamoy was really looking good, and now he's just got better and better, McDonnell, and very, very impressive.
Do you think there's any threat from Chamoy, or has he got him where he wants him, and that sort of physical strength and conditioning is going to see him home?
I think that the strength there, he's still dangerous. You know, he's a good fighter and a quality fighter, but just the sheer strength and determination that McDonnell's showing, along with the class, I think that's just it's gonna be a little bit too much for Chamoy, and I think McDonnell's going to come out a very, very good winner.
Thanks for that, Glenn. Still looks fairly fresh, doesn't he, Jim?
Yeah, they both do. I mean, Chamoy has come off the stool here, knowing he has to do something here. Things are not going his way any longer. He's not in the driving seat. That was a good left hook. So you have to expect a big drive from him in this round.
Well, the odds have shifted back and forth, and now 16-1 on Jamie McDonnell. Remember, he started a narrow favourite before this, then Chamoy took over on the betting. Now, well, the bookies are basically saying Chamoy needs to knock out and quickly.
I'd maybe like to see McDonnell just putting punches together a little bit more instead of the jab. This little fella's not a bad counter puncher, so just left, right, step in with 2 punches to stop him launching the counter. Just not the single shots.
He's had a whirlwind rise, Stéphane Chamoy, since he turned professional in October 2007. He's packed them in. And after that whirlwind start here in his first European title challenge, he's rather backpedaled as McDonnell has asserted his game.
Yeah, and spending so much more time on the front foot, McDonnell, which is so important in this kind of battle. Pushing again. I think little Chamoy is trying to con the referee into maybe deducting a point there. He's only 21, but he's maybe learned some of the old pro tricks with the complaints.
Has his confidence just been deflated, Stéphane Chamoy? Has he got anything else he can do? I think that body defence of Jamie McDonnell's been excellent tonight, Jim.
Yeah, well, everything's been excellent about him. I mean, he's kept his cool, kept a cool head through the early pressure, just kept the fight tight. Now he's beginning to break away with it. as the pace slows, he's getting a little bit more time, and there's a lot more quality in his punching now.
Coming off an 11th round win, Jamoy, but the 12-round experience with McDonnell, who went the full distance against Chris Edwards, narrowly beaten that night. But how he's matured since that evening in December 2007.
Just trying to sucker him into the counter there, Jamoy. Is pushing again with that shoulder. Really has to be careful of that again.
Right hand, finding the gaps, and wayward with his own hooks there, Jamoy. Just a bit jaded and a tired feel as he's throwing his punches, whereas McDonnell...
See the difference when he puts punches together, Adam. Single punches, no use. Put them together, takes command. Tremendous stuff from him.
Ouais, 10 fois déjà, référé, hein? Hey!
He spits out the gum shield as the confidence eked away. Does he look a beaten man, Spencer Oliver Jamoy?
Well, I think he does. McDonnell's really pulled away in the last 3 or 4 rounds, and for me the difference has been McDonnell has started to get off of his shots first, started to give himself a little bit of range. He was standing in close with Jamoy, he was making it difficult for himself. Now he's giving a little bit of range, he's making it a lot easier.
Just pick your molds, get your flashy stuff off, and win the round.
Excuse the language again in that highly charged blue corner. You see the head shots, the body. There's not a great deal in it, but the feeling is that McDonnell has turned around the fight through the championship distance. And that's what being a champion's all about. He's up at European level. It's a tough one. It's a tough challenge. As a right hand goes in from Jamoy, who's not finished yet, but he will come out of this, if he wins, McDonnell, a much more all-round fighter.
Yeah, but he just has to be careful. He knows we're going to see a massive drive from Jamoy. He's running out of time now. You can see the way he's sitting in the corner. He knows that he's lost his hold of this fight. He's falling behind, so he's going to have a massive drive. Good right hand from him.
Yep, he has caught McDonnell a few times, rather sillily as he drops the left. Maybe an amateur trait still that McDonnell needs to iron out before he can move on towards possible world title ambitions. Only one Jamie McDonnell resonating around the Doncaster Dome.
There's a lovely left hook from McDonnell. Beautiful punch. Just pushing again. He's warned again. I'm really worried about this. I mean, is it, you know, it's not a foul that would do a fighter damage.
Oh, right hand from Jamoy though, Jim. He's having a bit of success here in the 11th. It's a real gritty effort as he challenges to go home to Belgium with the European title. We believe, most of us at ringside, that McDonnell's now in a handy lead, but remember, 3 judges from France, Germany and Finland. We don't know how they're seeing things. Well, a point is being taken away. Bob Mee, is that about time?
Well, he'd warned him often enough, and in itself that foul was innocuous enough, but it was just one too many.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel. It's not a foul that a fighter's going to be injured by or damaged, but he's given fair warning, several warnings, and that's the last thing you need here. Just give this little fellow so much heart.
And will that have an effect on the scorecards? Certainly a good round for Jamoy. McDonnell's just lost his way after a good 3 or 4 in a row. Digging in, Jamoy. Will home advantage, will the fact he's the European champion just make the difference for Jamie McDonnell tonight?
I mean, this has been a tremendous battle. Again, nip and tuck. Just non-stop action and hardly a clinch. Oh, great stuff from McDonnell.
Another good round to watch. Who won it? Was it by 2 to Jamoy because of the point off?
Wake up, come on! To be tight though. Are you alright? Yeah. Last round. He's going to come out like a mad dog. I'm telling you now, be ready.
Hey,
use your legs.
That don't mean throw silly punches. Keep them tight like you're 8 times.
Could this point off be pivotal?
Well, hopefully not, but it could well be. I mean, there have been so many close rounds here. Jamoy has been the aggressor all the way through. I mean, you can't really blame the referee because he had warned Jamie McDonnell so often. I mentioned it several times in commentary. I was worried about a points deduction. It's happened. I hope I didn't put the heebie-jeebies on it, as they say. But hopefully it will not have a bearing in the fight. Hopefully McDonnell has enough of a cushion.
The British champion who's sitting just behind us, Stewie Hall, he's got it level. Ed Robinson by a couple, Jim by a couple, Spencer Oliver by a couple, but Bob Mee, you've got it level.
Yeah, I have. I saw one round differently to you, and that swung it with that point deduction. It could be anybody.
How will the 3 judges be seeing it? I think McDonnell has just got to get through this round to keep his belt, but Jamoy's going to put a mighty effort in. Those right hands. What a good spectacle to start off 2011 for us, Jim.
I mean, it's amazing. It's been toe-to-toe every round, but not a clinch. I mean, apart from the warnings for pushing on, the referee could have, sat outside the ring here. Tremendous battle, but this is a huge drive we expected to see from Jamoy. And obviously the points deduction gives him massive confidence, puts him right back in the picture again.
You can see the difference of opinion at ringside sometimes as well. The 3 judges sitting, they've got another angle to us, 2 of them, one's in front of us. Right hand from Jamoy, back comes McDonnell. Who's going to dig deeper in this final session of the European bantamweight title?
Jamoy again giving it everything. Okay, he's having to force, but he's for a young 21-year-old kid, he's shown tremendous maturity in this performance tonight. He will only get better whatever way this goes, and hopefully it will go Jamie McDonnell's way. But tremendous little fighter who will welcome back here anytime.
Absolutely, good uppercut from Jamoy. He showed heart, grit, skills, speed, but Jamie McDonnell's been equal to it. He's having to suck up a couple of body shots late on. It's a charge from the Belgian challenger in what has been a pulsating 12 rounds. It really has. Listen to the crowd. Both fighters have given it absolutely everything. They've got themselves into nick, into condition over the difficult Christmas period, and that is a credit to this sport.
It has been non-stop, unbelievable, and as I was saying earlier, in this kind of fight, this is where it's a big advantage boxing at home, just that the home crowd drags every ounce out of you. And Jamie McDonnell responding here.
A belter of a last round, and already our first fight on Sky Sports this year could be a candidate for one of the best of the year. A really good one, a treat to watch. Jamie McDonnell driving the punches on in the last few seconds. Is that what the difference will be? Has he retained his title? Dennis Hobson holds him aloft. Stefan Jamoy points to the air. They both believe they've won it. Who has? For me, McDonnell just, Jim.
Yeah, I think he's just nicked it. I think he's just nicked it by a point. But that tremendously tough battle. Tremendously tough battle.
Spencer, how have you got it at the end?
Yeah, a great finish there from Jamoy. McDonnell tried to put it back in the last 30 seconds of the round, but I've got it 1 round to McDonnell. I think he's just nicked it, but a tremendous contest.
Bob, do you think he won it on the last round?
I've got him 1-1-4, 1-1-3 in front, but I wouldn't argue either way. It was a brilliant fight.
Well, I mean, right from the off, you can see the desire and determination that Jamoy brought with him. He's only a kid, but he certainly didn't fight like one tonight, forcing McDonald onto the defensive for pretty much the whole of the first half of the fight. So you wondered, would McDonald be able to find the power and the strength in his punches to stop him in his tracks? The longer it went, the more time McDonald was finding to get his punches off, and the quality did improve, and he started to take charge in this stage from the 8th round. 9, 10, probably up towards the 11th. Then McSill warned all the way through the contest for pushing off. I felt the referee was going to deduct a point. Unfortunately, I was right, not happy to be right, but that's tightened things up, and it gave tremendous drive to Jamoy. Got him right back into the action again. Tremendous battle. I have it by McDonald by 1 point, but you could not argue either way, but I really do feel McDonald has done enough to hang on to his title.
So do I, by a different route, but it doesn't matter. It's in the hands of the 3 judges. What a fight. Who's got it?
Then, gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to your judges' scorecards, where Asa Letasari scores it 115 points to 113 points. Jürgen Langos scores it 114 points to 113 points. And Christoph Fernandez scores it 114 points to both boxers. To your winner by a majority decision. And still, bantamweight champion of Europe from Doncaster, Jamie McDonald.
Jamie McDonald comes of age at 24. A wonderful performance in a wonderful fight, and he is a true European champion. He's talking to Ed.
Jamie, wonderful performance, but how tough was that?
Well, it was a really tough fight. I felt like I didn't really get going, you know what I mean? I got caught with a few big shots, got caught with a little in downstairs, but yeah, I started to dig in, you know, and use what I've got.
Were you worried in there at all?
No, I wasn't worried, you know, before I knew it. It was 11th round, you know what I mean? Fight just flew by, but I enjoyed it, yeah. Sore knuckle, but it's all good, you know what I mean?
What gave you the edge in the end?
Probably just that fitness, I thought. I just thought I was, you know, started using my jab, keeping it long a little bit. I really didn't feel like I got stuck in like I could, you know what I mean? But it's all paid off.
What about the refereeing? Did you feel he was on your case a little bit too much?
It was a little bit, but, you know, that's his job. So, you know, I don't know about that.
Promoter Frank Maloney, what's next?
Well, obviously a rest after that. We'll sit down and talk, Dennis and me. You know, I think he's coming of age, this kid. He is. We're all looking for new stars in 2011. I think tonight we found one.
Is that a world-class performance?
Yes, I mean, he's a world-class fighter, he fought. You know, and he came back, I had him go down 2 rounds. He came back, showed real, true Yorkshire grit in there tonight. And, you know, he's going to come in following the shoes of like Paul Ingalls and Nazim Hammond, people like that from Yorkshire.
Well done, all of you.
Jamie McDonald, stand up and take a bow. That was a brilliant, brilliant performance. Glenn McCrory, your reaction?
Yeah, he's going to be proud of that. That was a great way to start this year off. A real champion performance. He worked so well. I thought mental strength was the difference between that. He wanted to win, he was at home, and he showed great characteristics to keep that title.
Shows his belt to the crowd, shakes the hands of his team as well. True Yorkshire grit.
How often do you see 2 fighters with the same amount of desire in a fight, in such a seesaw fight? The best thing that could have happened to Jamie Moore was getting hurt in the first couple of rounds, because Jamoy just tried his hardest to get him out of there. That means his energy levels dropped, and then McDonald started to come through. He did so well.
Were you worried when the point was deducted, Glenn? Were you thinking that could be it?
As Jim had said, you know, it was on the cards that something was going to happen like that. He did keep doing it. You know, he did fall foul of that mistake with the shoulder. And, you know, he rightly did get the point off. But he showed grit again and determination to rise himself above that, to put on a good performance, a good last round, keep the punches going, and come out a good win. And he showed, you know, a real character in there today.
What about from here on? Where does he go? Where do we take him?
Well, he's now shown us that he's world class. He dealt with an opponent that nobody wanted to fight. He came through a rough patch, reminds me of Ricky Burns' success, and he did really, really well. So, you know what? I think now we can just put him on that world level to say, yeah, let's get him in there. He's done really, really well.
What an achievement, what a night, what an atmosphere.
Great achievement, great atmosphere, and to go from where he's gone to probably, you know, he'll be looking for a world title soon is a great achievement.
You've been a European champion, Johnny. What does it feel like? Talk us through the emotion.
You know what? It means you're domestically, nobody can touch you. Europe-wise, once you become the European champion, it means you're king of this side of the world. Now it's time to give me a chance to box for the world title. It gives you that confidence, self-belief. You now know you deserve the position.
And will he finally get the recognition he deserves now after that?
Well, I think, you know, putting on a fight like that and a performance like that, getting a win at that sort of caliber against a good cagey opponent shows that he will get that. You know, he's one of the faces to look out for. Maybe world titles loom in 2011 for Jamie McDonnell. You wouldn't have said that 2 years ago.
And what a way to start the new boxing year.
Well, you know, we're all making so much racket in the studio. What a fight. The crowd, what an atmosphere. Unbelievable.